gonna cheers my giant bite. Look at that. This is like for Godzilla. Cheers, bros! Yum! Look at that. Look at that bite. Hello Super Bros and welcome. Today we're going to South Asia to cook up the Super Bros Ultimate Garlic Naan. Plus our take on the roti canai and a simple roti recipe that'll get you going in a hurry. All right here on the Triple Threat Flatbreads episode brought to you by Super Bros Cooking Show. Here we go. Well, let's start building our dry ingredients here. First we're going to start off with our flour, 3 cups. Got our 1 cup measuring cup here, and we're going to add that to our bowl in front of us here. 3 cups. It's 1, 2, 3 super cups, followed by our yeast, which is 2 teaspoons of yeast, followed by 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to combine these ingredients together with our hands. That's therapy right there. You want to get your hands messy. This time we're going to not use our mixer. This time we're going to show you how to do everything with our hands. It's a little messy.
It's way more fun.
Yeah, it is. And then we're going to make a well in the middle like this. That's where our wet ingredients will go once we mix those together. All right, now we got another bowl here, and we're going to start mixing in our wet ingredients. We'll start with our milk, which is heated up to 96 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 1 cup, or 1/2 cup of milk, sorry. Followed by our ghee. So 2 tablespoons of ghee. There we go. Got a little extra here. And then we'll get our yogurt, which is 1 cup of yogurt. You want to use your Greek yogurt, plain yogurt, no flavor basically. I have Indian yogurt myself. It's 100% vegan. And then we're going to mix it up. So we'll use our hands. Get all the clumps out. Alright, so we have our ingredients mixed up like this. Our hands are a little messy, but they're going to get even worse right now. So now the fun part, guys. We're going to add in our wet ingredients, 1/2 of it to start with. And we're going to just start working it in from the center to the outside.
Yeah, you're just trying to pull a little bit in at a time.
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah, you can add more.
It's hard work. We'll just add the rest of it.
The more you incorporate, once you incorporate all the flour into this, it'll become a lot less sticky. You just got to keep working it.
Yeah.
It'll eventually pull off your fingers.
Yeah, don't clean your hands until the dough's done.
That's right.
our next step after working the dough here, getting it where we want it, like this, is we're gonna put it into a greased bowl for 1 to 2 hours with a damp cloth over the top. All right, and you just want it to look like.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
Like
just
this.
for proofing, so it's gonna double in size
Yeah,
during that time.
exactly. So just like that.
And then we're gonna get ready making some of these rotis for us now while this is proofing. And then we'll come right back.
Here's our olive oil. There we go. Nice grease bowl. And just over the top. And we just cover it up like this. So we'll come back to this in 2 hours, guys. All right, so now we're gonna be making our second bread and actually our third bread. The recipe is basically the same. It's the folding method in the end that makes the third bread different. We're gonna start out with 2 cups of our whole wheat flour. When I find it, there it is. All right, so 2 cups of this. One and 2, and then we got a half a cup roughly for our table after. All right, so now we grab our water. You start with you want about 3/4 of a cup of water, but we start slow, so just a little bit at a time. We'll make a little well in the middle like we did last time, and just pour just a little bit, and then we'll start working with our hands. And again, it's going to be messy to start with. And just keep adding a little water until we get it all incorporated.
And there's nothing really in our rotis. The naan, we had a garlic. It's a gorgeous garlic naan. But our rotis, it's just going to be brushed with a little bit of ghee. And ghee, if you don't know, is just clarified butter.
That's a good oil. Or you don't even need to use it at all. Just water and flour.
Yeah, the oil here is just it softens our dough, so we're going to use a little bit.
So now we're going to dust our counter with a bit of flour. Like that. And we'll take our bowl, bring it. Right. Alright, we can add a little bit of oil to this if we're...
The oil will make it a little softer.
So this is ghee here. Just a little bit.
Let's poke it and see if we got a nice impression. Give her a little poke. Oh, she's good.
All right, so our next step here, guys, is we're gonna take our nice ball that we just kneaded out, stick it in our bowl, and we're gonna cover it with a damp towel for 30 minutes. And then we'll be right back with you. Welcome back, friends. We've here been letting our bread proof for over half an hour now. We're gonna start making our roti canai. This dough is also gonna be used for our rotis as well. So we're just gonna take a piece of this, about that much. They need to be 40 grams a piece for each ball. So this should be about 150 grams, 196. There we go. So 150 is enough for our needs for now.
Perfect. And then we'll just split that in half now again, right? And then
Yeah, we got to make them down into 40-gram balls.
oh, perfect. A little bit of what damp hands when you're making your balls, and it makes it a little easier if you want. Some people like it, some people don't.
All right. It's our surface, and we're basically just going to roll these out. And you want to get them nice and thin.
Yeah, the thinner the better.
And then you get some of your Alright, so this is what we're looking for, nice and thin like this. And we're just going to set this aside for now, and we're going to roll out our other balls. So our next step here is after we have them nice and thin, like I told you, nice and thin, evenly thin around. Otherwise it won't cook right. You won't get the proper puff, the separation that we want layer in the layered dough. So our next step here is we're going to take some of this ghee and we're going to butter our dough.
Just a thin coating.
Yeah, nothing excessive. But you want it even all the way through. Just like we rolled the dough even, you need even ghee. Or oil, or butter. And this will allow the flour to also stick. Just got a couple reasons why you're doing this. And that's going to keep our layers separate. So you'll see once our next step comes. This is how we create our layers. And the flour is going to keep it separate. Here's a little time-saving technique. We got a little excess butter on here. So what you can do is take your other bread that you're making and just sort of suck up some of that excess butter, just like that. You're still going to probably have to butter it a little bit, but you see, actually almost nothing that needs to be done. All right, so they're nicely coated.
Perfect.
And our next step here is we're going to kind of do an accordion technique. And that's just like this. Just like that. It's gonna look like this, guys. See, it's like an accordion, folded. We take it and we're gonna roll it into a circle next, like this.
It's gonna resemble a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, somewhat like that, yes. And then we take whatever's extra and fold it to the bottom. So it's just like this, it'll look like that. Fold whatever underneath your extra to the bottom. And then we just place that aside for 20 minutes.
Let me try to do one of those, Chef Rock. That looks like fun. I'm gonna come around and give her a go.
Sounds good.
I've never
Chef
made
Rich.
one of these.
Yeah, it's
I've never in my life made one of these. Hello, Super Bros. How are you? Okay, so what are we doing? We just okay.
accordion tight. So you fold it
Like this,
and then fold it under. Yeah, like that.
back?
Yeah, exactly. And then keep going like the way you were, just like fold that. Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, I see. So you just kick it over and then fold it back on itself.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh yeah, look at that, eh?
And then you just roll it into a circle.
Oh, I like this. This is my kind of therapy right here.
And then the bottom piece, you just tuck it under the bottom.
I came over here because I would love to show the Super Bro fans
That's what it should look like.
my cinnamon bun recipe, which is going to come up. I will show you guys how to make the most amazing cinnamon rolls. That was fun. I rather enjoyed that.
All right, guys. So like I said, we're gonna set these aside now, but we do want to cover them up and let them proof for another like 20 minutes, half an hour. So just like this, I just use 2 baking sheets on top of each other. Set them aside. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start on our rotis. All right, so now that our roti canai is put away, it is proofing for the next 20 minutes. Our next step here is we're gonna work on our rotis. We got our ball here, and we're just gonna separate them out again into 40-gram balls. The roti is more healthy for you because it incorporates a lot less oil, as you can see from the recipe we just made. We're gonna make our rotis. So here's the remaining ball of our whole wheat mix here. And we're gonna divide them again into 40-gram sections, 40 to 50 grams a piece. Yeah, this should make about 12 rotis. Guys, just had to grab a little more whole wheat flour here so my pin doesn't stick to the top. All right, back to our garlic naan. We're gonna start chopping up some cilantro and some garlic cloves, nice into a nice fine, as fine as we can get them. All right, so mix them together.
Oh, that smells amazing.
I know,
I love cilantro.
the garlic.
Oh, there's cilantro.
We got our little mixture here. We're not adding anything else to it. Just set it aside. We'll remove our cutting board out of the way. And then our dough comes back into the pitcher. Oh, look at that, it's doubled in size. We just always punch it down. There we go. And then we're gonna divide it into even pieces. But we'll give it a little extra love. It's beautiful. So with these we'll go 50 grams, at least 50-55 grams a piece. We like our naans a little bit bigger. Naans are less healthy than the rotis. Rotis are way better for you because of the whole wheat flour, and they use less oil and dairy products. You can make your naan without yogurt though. So we're gonna brush the top of each of these naan with some water, like so. And then we're gonna add our cilantro and garlic mixture. One at a time. Is our pan nice and hot, Chef Reg?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
I believe it.
And we're gonna add in our herbs and garlic. You want to get it even as you can. So you got, every bite has the same beautiful flavor. And we'll do the same with the other ones. We get ready to take it over to the next step. And then we're going to go over to the stove top. Our pans are heated up to medium, and you want to make sure they're like medium hot for sure, not less, like you wait till they're hot. It's very important. So the folding technique is like this. We're making like a box. So folding to the center, and then to the center again, and to the center. Just like this. And then we're going to flip it down. And we're going to do the same with the other ones. Alright, for our final steps here, after we folded our parathras, we're going to roll them back out again. Now this should have trapped some air in between the layers and give us that beautiful fluffy multi-layered bread. Alright, so nicely rolled out. Here we go, fellas. Low and slow, guys. The only thing you need to do is turn them a little bit every once in a while in that 3 or 4 minute window before we actually flip it over.
Also, you can get the recipe for our darshan vegetable medley and coconut curry sauce on the Super Bros cooking website, as well as all of our other recipes. Definitely want to check that out. www.superbroscooking.com.
Thank you for all your support, friends.
Yes, thank you so much for all of your support. We couldn't do this without you.
Great, guys. Our skillets are set to medium-low heat. They've been going for about 5 minutes, so they're up to par. You want to cook garlic side down until golden brown. So you're waiting for golden brown to appear, and you see the bubbles starting to form on the top here? That's what we're looking for.
It looks amazing.
So in about 30 seconds, we'll be able to flip.
And we're gonna eat this today, Super Bros, with the Super Bros darshan vegetable medley with coconut curry sauce.
There it is,
Right
folks.
there, she's cooking. We got some jasmine rice with a little fenugreek in that pot over there. Very good, don't touch. Nope. That would have been bad, Chef Rock. Anyways, you can find this recipe on the Super Bros cooking website.
Right, now we just take some of our water again and we brush the top of the naan. This keeps it nice and moist before we flip. Which you better do soon, otherwise that meat burn it.
Perfect, look at that. I'm coming in for a close-up.
That's what we're looking for, folks.
Look at that, perfect
A little
color.
char adds flavor.
It always does.
And in about 30 seconds, we're going to do the same with this guy.
And that one too, the middle one too.
Yeah.
Maybe even before. I told you that middle pan is hot.
Yeah.
Hotter than all of them.
Well, that one's more of an experiment, so I don't know how that one middle burner works.
It works because all 4 burners are on.
Yeah.
It's eating the heat from everything.
Yeah, but the last time it wasn't getting hot enough.
I
Okay.
checked it, it's burning.
Oh,
I wouldn't lie to you.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it looks amazing. There we go.
I screwed up a little bit.
Nope, it's
There we
good.
go.
Leave it, leave it. It's fine where it is.
Here.
Get that middle one
This
going.
one's probably done. Right. Go a little longer on that guy.
Water it. Here we go. Let's go, Super Bros. I'm hungry now.
Gives me time to put some butter on the top. You guys can see. Can they see me over here? Start with butter. Just brush the butter on. Oh my god, it looks so
That's
good.
lots.
Yeah.
We're gonna use this one to oil up the other 2 as well.
There we go. Alright, try it.
Okay, this is
Look at that. Beautiful color. Alright guys, so our pan here is heated up to medium low. It's been heated for about 5 minutes now, so we have it's like piping hot. We put nothing on this pan. We're just gonna put our roti down, nice and flat, for about 30 seconds. This first side we're cooking is less than the second side because the first side will end up back on the open flame, and that'll be where it finishes. Now we're gonna flip. And look at those bubbles come. That's what we're after. She's bubbling nicely. That means I did a good job rolling that dough out.
Looks amazing. Look at that. It's a giant bubble.
Thank you, Chef Reg.
You're welcome.
Holy shit.
Whoa, look at that air pocket in there. We got an air pocket. This is, what do you call those? What's the Indian? The pocket.
Pita bread?
No. There's a pocket.
I
Come
forgot the
on.
name of it.
Hey, if anybody knows the name of the East Indian Indian pocket bread, leave it in the comments section for us. Thank you. Look at that. That's like the biggest pocket.
Let's keep it down there. It's crazy. Alright, that's good. It's not going any bigger. Okay, that's good. Let's let it go. Get it brown.
I got it.
That's good. Getting. Yeah, that's good.
Ooh,
Good
nice,
enough.
nice color. Perfection in the Super Bros kitchen. Oh yeah, look at that. She's perfect little pillow. There we go. We'll turn off our heat now. We're gonna eat. We're gonna dish it up and we'll see you guys over there after he's done brushing this up here.
This is the finishing touch. You get your little bit of butter, ghee. It's the Indian
Just clarified butter.
clarified butter, yeah.
You can make
It's
it
the
at
proper-
home with, you can make it at home with any butter.
Yeah, coconut, whatever's healthier even. Alright, so just like that, guys. She's nice. Look at
Okay,
that.
let's head over now and we'll start serving it up.
Cheers,
Cheers.
bros! Yum! Look at that! Look at that bite!
Good old curry.
Oh, look at that!
Curry in a hurry.
Oh. It's so silky and so smooth. From the Super Bros kitchen to your kitchen, stay super.